Every death means a new hero. No mains, no second chances. From tanks to supports to DPS chaos, we're playing the entire roster. Welcome to Plunger Power, where a tiny pixel cat with a plunger on its head somehow survives competitive Overwatch. Let the swapping begin. Alright, welcome to another episode of When I Die, I Switched My Character. Today's episode, we're going to be playing some more tank gameplay. We're starting off on the Coliseum. Should be a good time here. I'm pretty sure this match is going to start off with me playing Zarya. Let's hop right into it. The round starts off pretty good. I want to get there as fast as possible, so I shoot the ground to do little bunny hops. I don't know why I do this, it's just for the fun of it. We're met right up front with the enemy team. It looks like they're playing a dive comp since they were so deep in our line already. Hopefully we can get this win though. We're trying to play it safe, trying to keep our distance, keep our whole team alive here. We end up getting 1 pick, 2 picks, 3 picks. Turn around, looking for a 4th, didn't quite get it. But now their tank's out of position and we finally find that 4th elimination. However, this fight doesn't seem to end. They're already back for round number 2, and we barely made any distance with the robot, only pushing it 30 meters. I started to back up, realizing that my whole team has fallen. I'm here alone. 11 HP in a dream, but I end up falling over. That's alright though. It's time to switch to the next tank. We're going to be playing Domina. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We start making our way back and we realize that they're already up into our spawn, playing a very aggressive game, which makes it very difficult for me to stay alive. Their Doomfist ults right on top of me, my supporters try to keep me alive. We end up getting that elimination on their Doomfist and start making some progress of our own. We also find a little quick elimination on their Reaper, who is also out of position. We managed to keep our momentum going until we find ourselves in another team fight, only moments after we secured that last one. This is proving to be quite challenging. We get an elimination on their Zen, and we keep going. We try to find that pick on the Mercy, but we end up falling over, already dying a second time, which leads me to switch to Junker Queen. I am not a good Junker Queen player, so I went ahead and fast forward this clip. I ended up going right back into the fight. This fight ends up taking a long time. We try to keep our momentum going, try to keep this hold here. I try to kill their on-ron, however they manage to heal for full health, and I end up falling over. At their death already, we're gonna hop over to Ramattra. Ramattra is a very strong tank, so I have great plans for this guy. However, I get solo ulted right off the bat. My whole team falls over and leads me into a really tough position where I'm stuck fighting for my life, and I end up just giving up and jumping off the map. And that leads to my 4th death already. Switching to Reinhardt, which gave me flashbacks to last time. I guess it's finally time to please try Rein. We'll see what all the hype is about here. We end up getting an early elimination in this team fight. They have already pushed the payload 124 meters. It is not looking good for us. However, we managed to win that fight and we find ourselves back into another fight. We try to play this one safe because I don't want to fall over. However, I'm starting to lose faith since they're already 126 meters ahead of us. We have a long way to go. Fight ends up lasting a very long time. We do end up getting some good eliminations, pushing their team back, and managing to secure the point for a little while. Their on-round was out of position and made for an easy kill. I ended up using my ult just so I could go ahead and start building it back up for later down the road. I hit a crazy fire strike, somehow hit somebody. However, winning that fight didn't last long, as they are already right back on top of us. Trying to keep it chill, I throw out some more attack, thinking we're going to do good. However, I get ulted by almost all their ults there, and I end up falling over. Falling over in that position was really unfortunate. Sigma was banned and it forced me to play D.Va. D.Va is going to be a really hard character to play into their team comp. However, we have to try something. At this point, I'm starting to give up hope because they're already 126 meters and we're only at 59. We end up having this really big team fight here, just hoping to secure some sort of ground. I ended up chasing this Reaper off the point. We get a pick on the Mercy and on their tank. Securing us a little bit better position here, I go ahead and push forward. Realizing that we're about to hit overtime, this is where I have to lock in. Overtime finally started, and now we have to make sure we don't leave the robot. Otherwise, that would be the end of the game. The Reaper comes in, tries to ult. I manage to suck it all up, and we continue the fight. We got very lucky there. We're still in this overtime position. We just have to hold on and hope for the best at this point. We are slowly making our way to catching up to where they're at. However, their whole team's going to be right here. This is going to be a really intense team fight for us. However, I noticed that I get my ult. I go ahead and chuck it out to great positionings for our team. I managed to get a elimination on the Anran, who has been giving me problems this whole game. We almost get punched off a point, which would have been tragic. However, we managed to secure a team kill, and this was probably going to secure us the victory. Our Baptiste throws down his window just for the security of claiming the point. We end up seeing a victory screen, which is very surprising given the challenging circumstances of this match. But let's go, we did it. Make sure to like and subscribe.